Good evening. A blood test that can screen for a potentially life-threatening condition in pregnant women is being rolled out for some women in Wales. Those with symptoms of preeclampsia will be able to take a test which can rule out the condition on the same day. But there are concerns that some women who do not have symptoms may still be at risk, as Amy Thomas reports.
23-year-old Paige Thomas from Caerphilly discovered she was 5 months pregnant with her first baby in January of this year. But in February, she was rushed to hospital after realising that her baby had reduced movements. After having several tests, Paige was diagnosed with severe preeclampsia. She was then told her baby girl Amelia had died in the womb at 26 weeks old.
It took 5 days for me to deliver, so we found out that the medication they were giving me to bring on to induce my labour was being counteracted by all the medication I was on for my blood pressure, which is what took so long for me to deliver. I had to stay 2 days in after having Amelia just to make sure that my blood pressure was down.
Symptoms of preeclampsia include high blood pressure and high levels of protein in the urine. It can affect women after week 20 of pregnancy and can cause the placenta to stop growing. Earlier this year, a new blood test known as placental growth factor testing was rolled out on the NHS in England. It screens for preeclampsia in pregnant women. It then allows mothers to receive proper treatment if diagnosed, or can put others' minds at rest if it is not found. And the test will now be made available in Wales too. In a statement, the Welsh Government says the screening for preeclampsia is not recommended by the UK's National Screening Committee guidelines, but it is being rolled out for women who show symptoms. But many women like Paige did not show symptoms.
I had a very silent version of it. If I hadn't felt reduced movement, so if I went away that Amelia wasn't moving, then I wouldn't have gone down to the Grange when I did. But I didn't know. I went away I didn't know what signs to look out for. It was my first ever pregnancy.
One specialist says that although the rollout is welcomed, some women with the condition may still be missed.
There will be a very small number of women who can develop quite severe preeclampsia quickly, and that comes on after very few, if any, symptoms. So it's really important to raise awareness of this condition and also make women aware that there are symptoms of this condition that can cross over with what we consider to be quite normal pregnancy symptoms.
Paige is hoping that by sharing her story, more women in Wales will be aware of the sometimes hidden illness.
Amy Thomas reporting there. Welsh politicians have voiced concerns about security following the killing of Conservative MP Sir David Amess. The Southend West MP was stabbed multiple times at his constituency surgery in Essex yesterday. Police are now reviewing MP's safety, and the Senedd Commission has arranged a security meeting for Senedd members next week. The Labour MP for Ogmore says police made safety checks before his constituency meeting this morning.
Thinking about coming here this morning particularly, it did think, well, what if the next one is me? And what if it's a colleague, another colleague or a friend? And conversations overnight with lots of MPs has been, how do we respond to this? Do we give in and just stop this engagement, or do we carry on trying to do the jobs that we were democratically elected to do, but also that we have a contract with our constituents to do and to serve them?
On to sport now, and the Ospreys have narrowly beaten Benetton 29-26 in the United Rugby Championship. Despite a late comeback from Benetton, 2 tries from Rhys Webb and a late penalty kick helped the Ospreys to victory. Meanwhile, Cardiff and the Scarlets are in action tonight. Football, and Newport County drew away at Exeter City in League 2, and a late equaliser earned Wrexham an FA Cup 4th qualifying round replay against Marine. Let's take a look at the weather now, and clear spells this evening, then clouding over with rain spreading in from the west, giving most places a wet end to the night. Tomorrow will be cloudy with outbreaks of rain and drizzle, highs of 19 Celsius. And that's Wales Today. We'll be back tomorrow evening at around 5 o'clock, but until then, goodbye, hwyl fawr.